Hey guys, I'm Rich from NeoWin. Today we're unboxing the Lenovo Legion Phone Dual. Now that's dual as in like Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr, not dual as in the kind of screens used on the Surface Duo and LG V60. It's dual as in competing rather than two of something. So the Legion Phone Dual. This is a gaming phone, as you can probably tell by the brand. Legion. That's Lenovo's gaming brand. It's not coming to the US. If I had to bet, if it did come to the US, it would come as a Motorola phone. But that's not what it is. It's a Lenovo Legion gaming phone. Now, here's what's the thing that I find most interesting. And there's a lot that's interesting here, but the thing, as someone who reviews a lot of laptops, this has laptop specs. It has 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, which is what most of laptops that get sent to me are configured with. In fact, many laptops have half of that RAM, so that's pretty cool. It's got a pop-up camera, 144 hertz AMOLED display. So let's take a look. Obviously, Snapdragon 865. By the way, nice box. I mean, it's Lenovo Legion. We got the Legion Y, and I feel like this is going to come apart if I just, if I hold it a certain way, it'll just come apart. So, yeah, there's three. Wait a minute. That just played like a noise when I opened it. So let's do that again. All right. Not when I open that one. Not when I open that one. I don't even know what that noise is supposed to be, but it's definitely a noise. All right, so yeah, it folds out pretty nicely, by the way. Here's the phone itself. It's a little bit heavy, as you would expect from something like this. I mean, again, this is a gaming phone. I don't think I've ever reviewed a gaming phone in particular. And what kind of interests me about gaming phones is that, like, I understand that they do a lot of engineering for cooling. And just stuff that'll get you a little extra inch of performance, because really, like, the specs for most gaming phones, like this one actually goes a little bit above and beyond with that extra RAM and the 144 hertz. But I mean, like take for example a Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. It's not a gaming phone, but it's got a Snapdragon 865. It's got 12 gigs of RAM, I believe. 120 hertz display, so it's like what are you really gaining by going for a gaming phone? So gaining by getting a gaming phone. Yes. So let's see what else is in the box. We've got a case, which is an interesting case. You can see it doesn't really have any sides. I'm guessing that's because of the pop-up camera. This is a phone that's very much meant to be used horizontally, like so. And by the way, look at that. Like, look at the reflections. This is a pretty phone, a very pretty phone. Okay, but also it has a pop-up camera on this side, not on this side. The USB charging port over here, not over here. So it's very much meant to be used like this, because that's how you play games. Wait, I'm sorry. The USB port is actually in two spots. There's one here and one here. I don't know. Maybe you could charge from both of them. We'll find out about that. And this case actually does seem to be completely symmetrical, so you can put it on either way, because it has an opening for the USB port over here and over here. So it looks like you can put it on however you want. And then, of course, for the camera, that's symmetrical there too. So you can I guess it makes it easier to apply the case. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else is in the box. We've got a Type-C to Type-C cable, a big power adapter. And this actually does have two USB-C ports on the power adapter. What's kind of interesting about that, I guess, is that perhaps you could use one power adapter for the phone and maybe a peripheral. So perhaps you would have this connected to like that the new Razer controller that it almost turns your phone into a Nintendo Switch. So that needs a battery too. So what you could do is you connect that connects through here to the USB Type-C port. You could charge through the USB Type-C port here, and then you could charge the accessory through that, all by using this same power adapter. Anything else in here? I don't think. Oh, we do have another USB Type-C to Type-C cable. You can actually use this for 90-watt charging if you use both at once. Not sure how practical that is in real life. Like I said, I see the value of 2 charging ports, one for peripherals and one for charging, and also the ability to charge no matter how you're holding it. Like if you're using your phone like this, you could charge through the bottom port. If you're using your phone like this, you could charge through here. You can do both, and that gets you 90-watt turbo power charging, which is quite impressive. I'm sure it charges very fast, but of course you can't use your phone while you're doing it because you got wires going into the phone on both sides here. So, but of course, again, you do get a very fast charge that way. Oh, upon setting it up, it looks like we've got a little video playing. And by the way, the video looks super nice. But we'll just have to wait for this to finish. There's no media controls here. I don't think there's any choice. When you're setting up this phone, you're gonna have to go through this. Which, by the way, yeah, you see how there's little triggers and stuff out there. Like there's a lot of cool stuff in this phone. Oh, there's more. Okay. Is there more? All right. ZUI Home. ZUI, I think they're calling it. All right. So, yeah, so obviously you can rotate the screen because this phone is very much meant to be held horizontally like this. Let's just open the camera and check out that front-facing camera. And that should be right here. Yep, there it is. There's that pop-up camera. And the whole goal here, I think it's meant to be used more for game streaming rather than actually taking selfies or something, which is probably what you use a regular phone for. But this is more for streaming because obviously you're playing a game, you're holding it like this. You don't want the camera popping out this way or, you know, even getting in the way of your game. Because remember, gaming is very much about having an immersive experience, a high refresh rate where you can see things and get that split-second edge on the competition. And so things like having a notch or a cutout in the display actually do matter. So one of the improvements that they made for cooling was that they actually moved the batteries to the edges. And there are, oh, look, we got a little light up back. But we do have we have dual 2500 milliamp hour batteries. And so not only like moving them to the sides, one, it allows for better cooling. It allows you to it feels better when you're holding it. But also, obviously, having dual batteries lets you have that 90-watt charging. That, I mean, honestly, I this thing was dead when I got it. So I charged it up for about 10 minutes, and it only got to about 25% or so. So, I mean, it's cool that you can do 90 watts, but I'm not sold on it just yet. Now let's check out this Legion Realm. Oh, okay. It's a lot of fun noises in here. So these are not games that I understand clearly, but obviously I'm guessing these are games that you can put on this without going to the Play Store. This is what they used to call, I think, Legion Command Center on PCs, where you could kind of view how the CPU and GPU and how much is being used. Can we tap on any of it? Not really, no. There's a bit more stuff here. Realm settings, game recommendations, recording, so you can set the quality. Might lead to game lagging if you go to 1080p, which is common. Y triggers. Again, you can use these as triggers up here. And that helps towards your game. So so this is the game launcher, and it's all part of the software that Lenovo has added to this. Remember this phone? How do I even go back to the home screen? I'm not sure. No, it's 3-button navigation. But remember this phone is not coming to the U.S., so I'm not sure what kind of games I'm gonna find. That look like a lot of Chinese games, but this isn't a China exclusive. We do have Google Apps. We do have a Play Store. You can get your PUBG or Fortnite or whatever games you like to play on Android. You can get them. So that's pretty much about it. There's not that much else to show until we can actually... Oh, we can do gestures. I don't know. I'll check this out later because I'm not sure. 4D U Touch sounds a little something I'm gonna have to get into later on. But yeah, so you got the game launcher. That's Lenovo's custom software that we got right here. Other than that, it's the device, and you can see there's a lot of stuff like the lighting. The red Y is something that's you'll find on the Legion brand. I like glowing stuff on smartphones and devices. If you put the obviously if you put it to sleep, it doesn't light up like that. But something that like the LG V50 had a 5G glowing indicator, and I thought that was cool. But also, as far as gaming phones go, gaming in general, lighting is big. Right, we do have an in-display fingerprint sensor, by the way, if we want to open it again. Lighting is big when it comes to gaming stuff, and Razer did that on its Razer phone. They have chroma lighting, or actually on the Razer phone 2, I should say. But then, of course, on any gaming laptop or desktop, you have all kinds of RGB lighting, and so lighting is a thing here. So you have this beautiful blue design with metallic accents, holographic reflections, red lighting. This is a cool looking device, and it looks very much like a gaming device. That's about it. It's still very much an Android phone. Obviously, it's a little heavier. It's a little bigger. It's not meant to be the thin and light device that some of us take for granted. It's gaming, and it seems to do gaming well from what I've used of a lot of gaming PCs, gaming devices. I've not used a gaming phone, like I said. Gaming PCs like this definitely has the look. Gaming PCs have that a very flashy look. I'm not sure why. I've never quite understood why, but there's always a lot of lighting involved, colors, stuff like that. So this does that. Lenovo actually didn't send me a reviewer's guide for this. They don't have one because this is not coming to the United States. So this wasn't actually supposed to be available for review, and then it just kind of happened. So I'm excited about it. It's definitely a cool device, and I'll carry it around. And I love gaming stuff because it gives me an opportunity to play games and say I'm working. So that's it. So I'm going to have a review on this in a few weeks, and I'm going to play some games between now and then. So stay tuned. I'm Rich from NeoWin. Have a great night.